Alright, let's talk about George, because a lot is happening here right now. If you live here, own property here, or are planning to move to George, this video is for you. From new political leadership to water restrictions to what's actually happening in the property market, here's a clear, no-nonsense update to what's going on in our town. Let's start with the political side. George has a new executive mayor, Rowan Johnson. This comes after a period of coalition negotiations and council reshuffling, something we've seen a lot in local government recently. Right now, the DA-led coalition is running the municipality, but it's important to know that by-elections are currently taking place in key wards. Those results could shift the balance of power inside council. Why does it matter? Because who controls council directly affects service delivery, infrastructure spending, rates and development approvals, all things that impact residents and property owners. So this is definitely a space to watch over the next few months. Now let's talk about the issue everyone's feeling, and that is water. The Garden Route dam levels are still sitting at the mid 40% mark, which is not where we want to be heading into a dry period. Because of that, George is currently under level 2C water restrictions. So what does that mean in real life? Households are limited to 15 kiloliters per month. Businesses have to cut back significantly. Outdoor water use is tightly controlled. Fines are being issued for excessive water usage. Between population growth, tourism, and lower rainfall, water is becoming one of the biggest long-term challenges for George. Whether you're a homeowner, developer, or investor, this affects everyone. The takeaway: water-wise living in George is no longer optional. It's the new normal. If you've driven around George recently and wonder why half the town is dug up, this is why. There's roughly 700 million rand worth of infrastructure upgrades happening across the municipality. This includes major road reconstructions, upgrades in areas like Pakkalsdorp, Thembaletu, Rosemore and CBD, improvements to the Go George public transport system. Yes, it's frustrating in the short term, traffic, detours, delays, but long term, this is exactly the kind of investment a growing town like George needs. Better roads, better public transport, and better connectivity all feed directly into property values and quality of life. Now the part that everyone always asks me about, property. George remains a high demand market. We're still seeing strong interest from semi-migrants, retirees, families relocating from bigger cities, and investors looking for long-term growth. Stock levels are tight in popular areas, rentals are under pressure, and well-priced properties don't sit long. That said, buyers are more cautious than they were a few years ago. Interest rates, affordability, and running costs all play a major role. So the market isn't wild, but it's active and selective. There's also continued development around the airport and business parks, which tells us something important. People are still investing in George's future. Despite the challenges, George had a very busy festive season. Visitor numbers were up, accommodation was busy, and local businesses benefited. Events like the George Festival continue to put the town on the map as more than just a pass-through destination. Tourism matters here. It feeds jobs, property demand, and local spending. So what does this all mean? George is growing, and with growth comes pressure. We're seeing it in water, infrastructure, housing demand, and politics. But we're also seeing investment, upgrades, and long-term confidence in the town. This isn't a town standing still. It's one that's evolving, sometimes uncomfortably, but with real momentum. So if you live in George, I'd like to hear your thoughts. What's frustrating you right now, and what are you most excited about? If you're considering buying or selling property here and want an honest view of the market, please reach out. Like the video, subscribe for more local insights, and I'll see you in the next one.